three here are the ones that...
At the Peace Bridge, border officers go on high alert.
9/11, I think it's made people more conscious of the type of person you could potentially be dealing with at a border. Where was the last scene, Dave?
I don't know. I don't know if it was... they don't know where he is right now. They just know
here in a small town like Fort Erie, I don't think people can appreciate that you may be speaking to an international terrorist and not even know it. It's frightening, and it's a realization that your decisions have a large impact on the greater society. Like we saw on 9/11, if you let the wrong person into the country, lives can be lost.
You don't know who's coming in the door, and in most cases, it's the ones you least expect. The terrorism, they call them sleepers. You know, they slip through the cracks and they take their time and they blend into society like everybody else, and they live a normal life. And it could be my next door neighbor right now. I'm not saying for society to become paranoid by any means, but you just need to be aware.
I don't know, John, what do you think? Dan thinks it's that bodily harm one.
Officer John Bauer has to assess the security risk of a visiting American.
One of the biggest violations you could have of a person is taking away their freedom. A lot of the time, you're going to be giving bad news to people, things people don't want to hear. Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to leave while I talk to Mr. Houston. Are you okay, ma'am? Okay. I understand that. You're going to have to get used to resistance, and you have to deal with it in the most calm and professional manner that you could possibly do. You can just stand down at the front counter, please. Right, no, I prefer that you stand down at the front counter, ma'am. Now, I have a report here alleging that you were convicted under New York State penal law for assault with intent causing physical injury. Is that right, sir?
I believe so.
I believe so. Okay. You're also convicted of assault causing bodily harm and attempted penny larceny. I've determined that it's sufficient seriousness to be brought up before an immigration adjudicator in Canada in order to determine whether or not you should be deported from Canada.
Hi, it's immigration at the Peace Bridge calling. Could I have admitting, please?
There has to be a group that watches out for Canada and Canadians.
We've got one coming your way, okay?
Well, we're not the watchdogs for Canadian society. We're here to try and intercept those that are going to do harm to this country. And that's all we want to do. We don't want to be judge, jury, and hangman all at once. None of us want to do that. That's why the system is set up the way it is. We set out the allegations, and then they go on to their hearing, and somebody else takes over from there. That's their job. We do our job, they do their job.